But this whole conversation, Xander, I'm so glad you raised it. I don't think there's anything more important right now, for the next 3 months than what he might do to the midterms.
Yeah, we need to stay focused on that. Because the legacy pro-democracy field, like not us, right? The folks that have been running these large nonprofits for some time now are going to focus on voter turnout. There's going to be a big investment. The candidates are going to pull in billions of dollars, as they do now. Unfortunately, it's become the norm. But there's billions moved into them. They're going to run ads to turn themselves. The turnout stuff is going to. We should obviously advocate everyone turns out to vote. But when I'm thinking about the power, these, whatever, UI and the team of geeks that really care about this stuff may have in trying to create, add to the public narrative, it's really focused on that. Like it's in national security, they call it red teaming or war gaming. Here's the scenario. Here's how we react. In that constitutional crisis scenario where Johnson's not signing them in or swearing them in, excuse me.
Getting that up.
Something Trump's banking on, and this happens in all of the scenarios where authoritarians take power, because I also profile those. They have to claim emergency powers. So something is banking on isn't necessarily we're going to win those court cases. Just like in Minnesota, they weren't looking to get to the bottom of fraud. They were trying to invade Minnesota as long as they could until someone killed an ICE agent, so they could claim emergency powers. And they just didn't have it. They didn't take the bait. They didn't hurt one of those ICE agents. But you can see a world where he's like, I just want to delay this as much as possible to create a real emergency. Do people march on Washington, for real, because the election's actually being stolen this time? Can I use that to claim emergency powers? Like, they're constantly angling for it, because what emergency powers does is collapse a democracy's checks and balances and temporarily moves a ridiculous amount of power to the executive. And that's always the move. And then they try to make it permanent. That's the next step there.
That's his ultimate play. That's where ultimately he wants to get.
Yeah. And so I think the more we talk about it, the more we flesh this out, the more we bring leaders into those conversations, the more we know how we react in each one of those stages, the more likely we are to prevent circumstances